You are listening to the Hello Sport podcast.
I'm so full of chocolate and chips.
I've had
Maccas.
I've had Maccas. I've had a McFlurry included. I had a Zappo, 2 Zappos.
You had 2 packs of Zappos.
2 packs of
That's
Zappos.
fucking gross.
2 packs of Zappos or 2?
No,
2
2 packs.
Oh, God.
And then I had some pods. And then I had some Cheezels.
Did you get into the curly whirly squirlies
Not
yet?
yet. And then I had some salt and vinegar chips.
The Cheezels are delicious, but there's almost something about being too hungover for Cheezels, even though I'm not hungover enough for everything else.
They were too cheesy.
They're like salty etched.
I'm not a huge Cheezel guy at any time. So.
You've never been?
Oh, look, I'll have 1 or 2, but I don't think I've ever bought a pack of Cheezels.
Do you put them on your fingers?
That used to be the play.
As a kid, but like burger rings were better for that anyway. You know what I mean?
Burger rings taste better, but I
Yeah.
feel like the Cheezel a better ring.
Burger rings are delicious,
Yeah.
first and foremost. Secondly, they don't come in mini packets. Like, when I say that, I mean, think about the smallest packet of twisties you can get at the servo.
Little one
Think
of those
about
square
that.
boys.
Not a square, like a... Not
No,
like,
you can get a packet. You can get a mini. You can get a packet of twisties that big.
Yeah, but that you got to buy them in like a variety pack or something. Or you
Okay.
buy,
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I
So
mean? I'm
you're
talking
talking
about
about
like a
Straight off
single.
the shelf.
Straight off the
Yeah.
shelf. That size is great because I know I'm being naughty, but I'm not being too naughty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't get that size burger rings.
Wait,
I don't
Cheezel
have-
or burger
The
ring?
Cheezel, you can't get a small, like, you've got to get quite a big pack.
For
And it's
Cheezels.
For burger rings.
I don't know if that's the truth.
I've never had the restraint to get a little pack of anything, so it's never been a
Yeah,
for me.
I'm sort of
The
just
only
like,
thing,
fuck
like,
it.
and again, I'm not a huge confectionery guy. Like, I like eat some meat pies and stuff, but confectionery not really. The only thing that pisses me off, still think about it. In fact, I even thought about last night, herbs and spice, where I'm just like, what the fuck?
Was that the
happened?
kettle?
Kettle,
Yeah.
like easily the best. Like, and
Honey
the
baked ham's
crumbs,
pretty
Honey baked
the-
ham was elite. I
Yeah.
think they brought that back.
Well,
potentially.
dude, honestly, it was after we kicked up a stick.
Light and tangy was pretty good. Remember Thins, light and tangy?
Yeah, they were one of my favorites.
Do you oft get snacks when you get fuel?
Nah, not really. Like, I can't walk past a bakery, but I can
Dude,
walk
cheese
past.
and bacon. Those cheese and bacons. Those fucking, what are they called?
What?
Those little
Shapes?
like, no, the bread from bakery. We're on bakeries now.
They're just cheese and bacon balls.
cheese and bacon rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
just like
From
a
Baker's
classic
Delight.
Baker's
classic
Delight. You're about
Baker's
to go
Delight.
into Woolies at Eastgates or
And you
something,
see
and
one
you're just
there and
like,
you go,
yeah, just
"Fuck
give me
it."
give me
You know
that for a
they'll
couple
warm them up
bucks.
for you if you ask.
Really?
Yeah.
At Baker's Delight?
Yeah. Because I didn't know that this was a thing until I would get them in Wynyard. If I was ever going to Ella's place and I'd get the train over and she'd pick me up from Milson's Point, I'd always get cheese and bacon roll from Baker's Delight. And they started offering me to, sir, would you like it heated up? I go, fucking oath.
I've never had that.
Unbelievable.
You can pound more than one of them is not enough.
2 heated up's fucking money for jam.
I think 2's where you want to be with a cheese and bacon roll.
Depends though, because if they're a bit stale, if they've been on the shelf a bit long,
Then you've got it's
a
just
bit
too much bread.
smacky.
Yeah,
you
if
know,
they're
it's-
really hard and tough, they're you don't want them. You need
It
them
just
soft.
hurts your jaw. Do you get-
Speaking of soft, I only discovered I have to get it like. One of my biggest regrets in life is only really discovering like pork rolls, Vietnamese pork rolls until like I was like 30. You know what I mean? Like I'd had a couple, but like I hadn't really gotten into them.
Yeah, dude.
And like in Coogee, there's this great place that does it. And I get at least a couple a week because even when I go to the gym, it's on the way there. When I go into my golf simulator, it's on the way there. I'll always get it. And then the lady in front of me the other day is like, "Oh, I'll get a pork roll on soft, thanks." I'm like, there's bread options here? Like, I had no idea. And then I looked at the board for the first time ever, and there's like 6 different bread options. I'm like, because I love the hard classic one, but I was like, the roast pork here is really good and it's big and chunky. I wouldn't mind trying soft. And I tried soft, and I was like, my world has just changed
So
again.
wait, a soft Vietnamese pork
Yeah,
roll.
so like
I've
the
never
bread,
had that.
The
No.
bread is just softer than the like big crunchy baguette.
it doesn't break apart.
No, it's not that. It's not super soft. It's just not like a fucking.
It's not Crumb City.
Yeah. It's not Crumb City. It's easier to get your mouth like all the way around to get a bite of everything at once.
you
You know
need
what I
to
mean?
unlock
Rather
your
than
fucking jaw when
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
it, and
So
then-
I
You
was
almost
like,
need to eat them with like a tea towel on you or like a
Mate,
Just nude
I eat
in
them
the
in my
bath.
car all the time, and it's a nightmare.
Not with the bath full though, obviously, just with the intention of turning it on once you
with the intention of having a shower afterwards.
Yeah.
I eat them in the car, and you just like don't move because you can't stop the crumbs on you, but you can stop the crumbs coming off you into the car.
Yeah.
So you just stay still and then open the door and just do the quick
out.
like exit to.
You can't move a muscle.
They're not all made equal. they're not all created equal. The banh mi.
Oh God, no.
Like you can get some fucking shockers. The ones Tobler ordered the other day, was it you?
No, it was Tobler.
They were horrific.
I thought they were nice.
No.
I thought it was
on the
nice.
banh mi scale. That was horse shit. Like the one on in Mascot that's fucking always got a huge line. I can't remember what it's called.
Loca. Is that the one?
That one compared to one we had is like, that's a 10, that's a 1 on that scale.
Well, we need to get. You keep talking about that place.
I can't be fucked to go line up for 20
you
minutes.
Have to. We'll send Dave.
No, but the good ones, the
send
lines
Dave.
look long, but they churn through them so quick. They've got operations, these hole-in-the-wall ones. You'll have a line of 50 people, and it'll be done in less than 10 minutes.
The Mascot one's about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The
always.
thing that I don't enjoy is the inability to like regulate how much chili you're getting. Like you'll get one mouthful with no chili, and then the next one you go, well, that thing just lit fire to my asshole. Like it's a tough carry sometimes when you bite into like a full fucking chili.
Sometimes I'll say no to chili if I've had a really big chili experience, the chili bowl before.
That's my
when you
last
get
one,
to
that
know
one.
them, like my one in Coogee, I never say no chili because they don't put that much on. But my one right next to my simulator in Randwick, they put a fuckload of chili on. So I asked them for half chili. You know what I mean? Like you get to know your
gotta
places.
know,
Yeah. Again, because it's different worlds. They're like different little
It's not
worlds.
like Macca's where you know what you get.
Yeah.
You don't ask for any more or less of anything at Macca's. Punters, dribblers, full disclosure, this is being recorded the day after Anzac Day. Eddie and myself particularly bounced out after a large day celebrating the Anzacs. I've basically spent the entire day on the couch in the office working my dick to the bone. Bit of Tiger Woods, bit of napping.
How many rounds did you play today?
Mate, I actually only got 2 in because I only started. I couldn't muster the energy to fucking
Or
play.
are you just laying here all day?
I'm not joking, dude. I didn't get up.
Not once.
No. Not until I just went to the bathroom.
What were you watching?
I watched the minis of the games yesterday just to relive my Nick Meaney glory, which we'll get to in about even later on, at a different time. But watch the minis, watch We Mean Well, and a couple other fucking...
Rub on out?
Oh, mate, I thought about it. Tobler wasn't in here. Had all the lights off. Thought, shit, if ever there was an opportunity to crank one out in the office, this is it. But I didn't know what time he was coming in, so it was like...
It was fraught with risk. You could have called
dude,
him.
If he walked in and I'm fucking finishing into a Macca's bag...
Jesus.
You wouldn't be able to unsee that.
Nah, dude, you don't
Would
live
you
that
hand your
down.
resignation in, Tobler? Saw him nutty into a Macca's bag?
yeah. He'd fucking blackmail me with that, the bastard. But we've got Sebo with us, if you couldn't tell, because we are in the breaking the yips business, punters and dribblers. We have joined forces with Sebo, who's built breaking the yips from the ground up to where it is now, and we want a piece. We want to be involved. We want to be a part of it.
Yeah, like watch out if you like golf.
Yeah.
It's
Are
gonna
we
be
in cahoots?
We're in cahoots, dude.
Yeah.
an alliance.
Yes, it's an alliance.
Strategic alliance or something.
Yeah, well,
cool
it's like
that.
it's like not in character arcs, but it's like when Vince McMahon and Stone Cold shake hands. Everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Except that we're both Stone Cold in this thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be Vince.
I don't want to be Vince.
And you don't want to be Vince, I'd be guessing.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm clearly Stone Cold in this situation.
Well,
so it's up to you guys.
No, but I also want to be Stone Cold. Maybe we just work out some other wrestlers to shake hands.
And like some sort of Game of Thrones alliance, whatever it is, a merger, alliance, all those cool words just mean that breaking the Yips is going to get a whole lot more into it.
Yeah.
Bigger, better, more content, going to be more fun.
Sexier.
Sexier.
Just golf's going to be, we're going to ride the golf wave even bigger.
We're pumping the golf wave. We want to be one of the biggest golf brands in the world / country.
Listen, lofty ambition, sure,
yeah.
but you got it. It's about setting goals, punters. And
EA
dribblers.
Sports golf with
breaking the yips.
Well, I'm pretty sure the foreplay guys
I
got
just
on
saw
the new game, so maybe that's the goal.
They're actually characters in the new game.
Yeah,
mate.
that's what I mean.
That's fucking hectic.
That's actually, but there's no Aussie game. But
No,
yeah, there'll be
that's all
some
right.
sort of goal, maybe a pinball machine,
Yeah.
golf themed with our heads as one of the.
which we'll pay for and produce. But with that, obviously, like fucking heaps of more golf content that Sebo's been doing already. Golf merch en route. And by en route, I mean it will be at some point.
Which probably a nice time to mention that Sebo will give the address in just a moment, but 25% off the remaining Breaking the Yips stock.
Yep.
Unmissable savings, Tom.
Yep.
Unmissable savings. What's the address?
www. Is that
No
3
one
or
needs
4?
to say www anymore, dude.
btyc.com.au. You can go to my Instagram bio and the links there.
Breaking the Yips on Instagram.
Breaking the
It's
Yips.
also in our bio.
It's also in our bio.
So go there, 25% off of the kind of original Breaking the Yips stuff. We'll have, some good merch coming out, seasonal shit coming out, but this is just kind of the OG stuff. Some of the stuff, there's only a couple things there.
Yeah, it's just what's remaining,
What's
right?
remaining. So get it.
T-shirts, hats.
Yeah.
It'd be like
polos.
getting a midnight blue.
Yes.
Like this is OG.
Yeah, people always
Original
look back and go,
stuff.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you show up to a Hacker Major with some of the OG stuff,
Yeah.
something's going to be good for you.
That's it. The Hacker Majors were like that. They have been so much fucking fun. Doing more of those where it's like, it's real experience shit. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I mean,
getting to come along and
Just
play in
try
those
give the
things.
everyday bloke, the everyday punter, dribbler, hacker, whatever, like their opportunity to like relive any form of glory they've had in their life, or just the only time they might have glory where like it's competitive. It's hackers, but it's competitive. We've got booze, we've got music, we've got cool prizes. They're good days, and I can't wait because of this strategic alliance merger thing. We're going to be putting on more of them.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're going to put heaps on punch.
Austin signed a deal with the devil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's WrestleMania 17.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
And they like cheers a beer or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. He's versing The Rock, and then Vince comes out halfway through.
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
a
yeah.
chair.
That's it. That's good shit. Yeah.
Which is one of the best WrestleManias of all time.
No, it is the best. I'd actually really love to watch the whole thing. Can you fucking sure, you'd probably need, if you signed up to like WWF like subscription, which would be way too dribbly.
I'm sure there'd be copies of it everywhere. It's like renowned. It's
Yeah.
the best one.
Anyway, so that's that, punters, dribblers.
Yep.
We're in the golf game.
Yep.
Fucking exciting, to
Golf.
be honest.
If you like golf and you already follow Breaking the Yips, you're going to get more content.
Yeah.
If you don't like golf or you don't really have an opinion in golf, you're probably going to like golf because the amount of content and fun shit coming your way.
Yeah,
so if you've got
exactly.
just a little bit of a kind of degenerate competitive side in you, I recommend going the range and picking up the game.
Breaking the Yips on Instagram, YouTube.
Yep.
Sweet. Do you have TikTok?
I do. I don't populate it a lot, but I've
TikTok's
got it.
fucking...
My foot in the nail thing went well on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Or
Foot in the nail.
Nail and foot, whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. What a way to get started.
How bad did you say Guru fucking went to? He was playing the same course and he was like, saying like he was getting nervous just being at the hole where it happened. He like tagged Sebo in fucking Instagram.
Yeah, no, it was hectic. A lot of people think it's fake, which is just like whatever. Like, but
Have they still got them there, the markers?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
They
exact same
haven't
markers.
changed them.
Yeah.
Have you asked them what's the necessity of the nail? Couldn't you just lay them on the ground?
I guess, but I just don't have the botheredness to get into a convo about that kind of
About
thing.
why? No, but there isn't a good reason. There's no good answer there. There's no way I'm accepting that there's a good
It just
answer.
doesn't make much sense to me. Like you're like, oh, I don't want them to move. It's like,
You don't need him to be that sharp, at least. At least if it could just be blunt and just hammer it in.
Yeah, and you just roll it
Yeah.
over and you're like, oh, whoops, there's something happening here. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be like able to pierce through human flesh.
Shoe and flesh.
That's true, dude. Through the rubber sole, then the foot. And it just missed everything, eh?
Yeah.
do you still play there?
I'm not a member there anymore, but I've played there a couple times.
Were you a member there?
Yeah.
I thought you were a member at Marrickville.
I was Marrickville, then East Lakes, and Bondi.
You're a member at Bondi now?
Yeah.
I'm wondering. I think
How much is Bondi?
I don't know. Like,
He
I'm
gets
an
it.
honorary
Is it-
member.
Are you an honorary
Yeah,
member?
yeah, but I think it's only like $500.
I wouldn't mind becoming an honorary member somewhere, but I think Wallara.
I think that's where our heart. That feels like my spirit's there. you
Yeah,
know?
Wallara seems like the place for me. It's 9, it's simple, it's easy. Well, it's not easy, I'm awful, but like it's probably going to be easier than fucking East Lakes is so long, dude.
How long do you reckon it will take Tom and I to get sub 10 handicaps?
You guys sub 10?
Yeah.
I don't.
Because we're both like athletic.
Yeah,
Me
but
more so.
golf's a completely different game. I think on your current trajectory, maybe you've got a window
years.
in 8 years for a window for 2 years, and then maybe that's...
So you reckon 8 years?
Well, considering
if I play every Friday.
you guys play like what 6 times, 7 times a year?
No, not anymore.
Nah, now we're fucking.
We're going to play every Friday now.
But so you have
not-
been
not
playing
this
every Friday?
Well,
We
we
played
played last Friday.
Okay.
And I'm playing this Friday.
And
that's
I might go to the range. Mate, I might watch some golf videos and then go to the range.
Obviously, I understand it's not possible if I only play 6 times a year. I get that. But if I play 52 times a year.
If you play 52 times a year, I would still say it's years away, but maybe 2 years if you did it. Yeah, if you did it every week.
You reckon if we played once a week, it would still be years away?
Mate, I've been playing once a week with everyone I know for once a week for like 3 years, and none of us are sub 10.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I'm an athlete.
We're
different. We're
gifted.
built different.
Yeah, but it's not about like, it's a lot more than it's mental. It's
But I'm razor
restraint.
sharp.
Yeah, but like if you
I
look
taught him how
at
to
you got
drive
you
the other
got
day.
2 shots at Kings of the Bridge to hit on a par 3, and you completely miss both of them. That's
Yeah.
nothing to do with athleticism. That's just yipping out, right?
Yeah, but that was
Like,
just me pissed as a fart. And not
everyone.
very good.
Everyone else was
But,
pissed.
but I don't play. That's the point.
I think there's an look, and I'm with you on that, Sebo. I'm not here to sort of bat for Edward, but he is and was playing with children's clubs.
I actually, Lucky Clancy offered me his
yeah,
as like, I still want new ones.
yeah. We want
Golf
new clubs.
brands.
Yeah,
Obviously now off the back of this alliance is the perfect time to shore us up
yeah.
with like top of the range. I want like top of the range. Obviously I don't need stiff shafts because I won't be able to hit the ball, but I need like
no, you're gonna need stiff. You get stiff.
I need
Yeah,
stiff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being a male,
Yeah.
relatively like still in your somewhat prime fit, you need stiff.
Semi-prime.
Yeah.
So I could like get what Tiger uses.
He would probably use extra stiff. I don't know, but
But don't they hit blades so the heads are smaller?
half the pros hit blades. I think.
What are blades?
They're like there's like blades and like cavity backed irons, which is what cavity backed is what like most non-pros use, but everyone has this idea of like, bro, like I hit blades, and it's like not half the pros don't even hit.
What are
blades.
blades?
They're just like super thin or something. I think you've.
And cavity backed is.
I think
are they the ones that have a cavity in the back of it?
I'm not. Again, I love golf, but I'm not a fucking golf tech guy or nerd.
No,
at
and
all.
that's also not what breaking the yips
And
is.
that's not breaking the yips stuff. But from my small understanding on the difference of the two, is that cavity back, it has more forgiveness, so you can get like the sweet spots bigger.
I need
But
very forgiving
If
clubs.
you're hitting blades, it's like you can maybe hit them a bit further or like shape them a bit more if you're fucking precise.
Right.
I think this could be completely wrong.
Here we
There's
go.
a blade and there's a cavity back.
Okay, so blade are literally just like it's just solid, and then the cavity back is a cavity on the back, as it would suggest. The blades look cooler.
Like I got Titleist T200s, which are like the pros use the T100s. I think they're all cavity back. Like
Why aren't you using a T100?
Because I think the T100, 200, and 300, it's like in order of handicap. So like 100, again, same thing, like 100 less forgiving, but you can probably get a bit more distance on it. 200's in the middle, 300's probably for your higher handicap.
And what are you hitting?
200s.
200s.
Yeah.
So I'd start on the 300s. Is
No,
that
if you're getting clubs, you'd buy the 200s.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not buying them. Someone's going to give me clubs.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And obviously, Lockie's like filling the gap, so I don't have to
Yeah,
use
he's-
children's clubs
No,
anymore.
he's bridging the gap for you, which is nice.
Well, it is nice because, as some people have pointed out, it looks like I'm sitting down to hit the ball.
Yeah, it's been a concern every time I play with you. I'm like this, and my old man.
Yeah,
We're both
Bill's
like-
been
been up your ass.
almost mortified.
Yeah, and your fucking, was it your hybrid that you've been, or your 3-wood or some shit? There's-
hybrid, but I've been getting onto that again.
Nah,
have.
you need to get rid of all those. I want to see you chuck them into a river. I know polluting's not like on these days, but they need to just be thrown into a river.
But I will say on your golfing journey, even if you get a sponsor and they get you some, part of it, what you don't want to miss out on is like getting your bag bit by bit. So like getting your irons, you don't have your 3-wood key or your driver, you've got, and you're just adding them in slowly, developing relationships with them one by one, rather
okay.
than
Like
just
children. Like
getting a
twins
whole.
is a big day, right?
Yeah,
You
just
don't
getting.
have to deal with
if you
kids
get
like-
all your kit at once, it's like you don't really develop the relationship that you need.
I respect that.
Especially your putter. Like you get your putter, you need to
probably
have a
keep my
one-on-one day with your putter when you get it. You're not thinking about anything else. You need to love that fucking thing.
I made one of the absolute worst putts of my entire life the other day. Eddie was there to see it. It was so bad, but I'm not blaming my putt.
Probably it was the height of two tall men. So what's that?
Well, let's say
13,
6,
14 foot outside the hole and just pumped it too. It was
As in, that's how far, like, hole is where that camera is, and I fucking hit it beyond the TV. And I'm just like, I don't know how that happened, but it was like not close at all. It was disgusting. But I see I've got to add a few more weapons to my bag. It's also, I see it a little bit like if you are in a game and it's like you're acquiring new weapons, right?
Yeah.
Like you sort of need to become skilled.
Yes.
I don't have a
or
hybrid.
like unlocking drumstick on fucking
Diddy Kong Racing. Yeah. Drumstick.
Do you need drumstick to beat the fucking big pig?
War Pig was his name.
yeah.
War Pig, dude.
War Pig was no joke, and drumstick could move. He was
Drumstick.
quick.
He couldn't turn that fast, but he could
No.
go fast.
He
I
could
think.
go fast, yeah. And he had his big fucking cockadoodle do. Like he was a rooster.
I didn't get that far in Diddy Kong.
No, not surprising.
Punters Dribbles, we are brought to you by our good friends at Ned's, the only betting platform that we use here at Hello Sport. Now, there is a group that we love to fart around in the Ned's app.
We fluff around in there.
We fluff around in there. It's the About Even app now. About Even, what's that? You may ask. About Even, the number one sports betting show in the country, in the hemisphere, on the planet.
And that's not just us tooting our own horn. That's actually a fact.
It's an objective truth. Now, if you want to join that group, it is a private group. About Even, you head to the groups tab on the app. The entry code is Dribbler. That's how you get in. We all share our bets in there. We like to have a laugh. We watch games and talk shit.
That's
it's
right.
A good time.
Like Tom will put his bets in there, but you ignore him because he's lost 42 games in a row.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
also I did Cherry Evans first, second, or third, and won on the weekend. I also had a pony get up in there. So whilst on About Even, the betting show, I'm not going terrifically well. Generally speaking, I'm going okay. All responsibly.
But you're going all right.
But mostly not.
That's where it happens. Ned's group, About Even, code Dribbler.
Yep.
Dribbler.
Gamble responsibly.
Thank you, Neds.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
You never even had a console growing up, did you?
No, I did.
No, he just couldn't finish the game.
N64
Couldn't get 10% through a game.
I had a 64, I had a PlayStation 2, and a Sega Master System, real early days.
Yeah, Alex the Kid.
Yeah, built in. Thanks for coming. California Games, yes, please. But I've never finished a game in my life.
You've never finished a game in your life?
No.
That's fucking disgraceful.
Dude, I tell you, it was a low-key...
That's disgraceful.
A low-key, like a sleeper, an underappreciated fucking game on PS2 was Matrix.
Oh, I loved Matrix. Finish that. How did you not finish that game?
See, you know that we had to chase the plane in the car?
Yeah.
I couldn't get past that bit, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to go back to running in slow-mo up walls.
Matrix game was sick.
It
really
was
good.
Fucking awesome.
Really good game.
Yeah.
I've finished many games.
Yeah,
many games. I haven't finished Vice City 100%.
100? What, like hidden packages and everything?
Yeah, everything. Jumps, hidden packages.
Right.
Everything.
I never did them that way. I always finished the storylines, but
100%. And then you
Okay,
unlock like this chopper and you can fucking blow shit up. It's pretty cool.
Those games, like when those... I was thinking about this before when I was playing Tiger Woods by myself all day. It was like how awesome it was that we were living through like the rapid improvement of like graphics.
When
and shit.
GTA 3 came out, it was a fucking game changer.
dude, I got it.
Like that just changed the landscape forever.
I got it earlier than, like, I think it got released in Europe before
I
it
remember
did in
that.
Australia.
I was like,
and so I was
really?
I was in Greece at the time, and I just, like, again, at that time, you weren't probably susceptible to, like, well, you weren't getting marketed all the time. Like, it's out, I just saw it on the shelf. I'm like, oh my God. And then got it. And because it was like the European version, you could regenerate your health by having sex with,
Yeah, because you got because our games in Australia used to be illegal because of some senator down in South Australia, some stiff old cunt, and I think he was removed or passed away or something. I don't know.
His beliefs died with him.
And now you can get our games, but like the European,
it was
American
crazy
ones
because I was going around Europe with it, and it's, you know, on the back of the games, it's kind of like a movie post where they've got like screenshots of what you could potentially be doing, and you're like, get me back. Like, I need to put this thing in. What is this?
But again, it was so sick where it was like, dude, we've got to go to Seb's house. He's got the new GTA. But even like when we would play FIFA, remember that day we went to fucking one of my old man's like friends' lunches or some shit?
Yeah,
and we were just like at the house.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, fuck yeah, they've got a PlayStation, that's FIFA. And we were like, holy fuck, dude, this looks like Ronaldo. And I'm not talking modern day Ronaldo. I'm talking OG
you're
Brazilian
talking OG
Ronaldo.
2002 World Cup.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Fucking
much.
tuft of hair on the front of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. OG Ronaldo's my Ronaldo.
Well, he's not anymore. He certainly was for a long time.
He was mine for ages. And I'm not saying I've jumped ship. But
No,
like,
but modern day Ronaldo is
when I
too
hear
big.
Ronaldo, I think of Cristiano
Ronaldo.
now.
Yeah, yes.
When
But
I
for a
used
long
to-
period of
yeah,
time,
yeah.
I was like, who the fuck?
Only up until probably 5 years ago did that shift for me.
Yeah.
And it's a shift that I'm not happy with.
I'm not happy with it.
It's not one that I'm comfortable with,
I didn't
quite
willingly
frankly.
step into that
But it did
reality.
happen. I must admit it.
But the faces, like you could just slightly make out like Roberto Carlos, and you're like, holy fuck,
Yeah, they
dude.
used to be like triangle shape, but you're like, it's the same.
You can see it's
I remember
him.
like SmackDown 2. Like,
Oh, bro,
that
that was such a good game.
That was probably one of the best games ever where you're like, again, that shift from just like weird Nintendo wrestling to like, I've got a chair and I'm just like whacking you
Bashing.
over the head with it. And,
And
reversal,
Yeah.
you know, like.
The PS2 changed
Yeah.
everything. When
And
it
just
came
the-
out, it's the greatest console
Yeah.
ever released, I
That-
think.
it won my
I think it's
lo-
better
yeah.
than the 64.
I won my
In
loyalty
terms of
over.
its scale. You
Yeah.
got GTA 3, GTA Vice City, San Andreas.
Yeah.
SSX,
what
if
are we
anyone remembers
Oh,
talking
that.
SSX, fucking oath,
But like
dude.
I was always and always have been like even though I haven't really owned
Matrix.
a console for ages.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, epic
Game of Lord of the Rings Return of the King on PS2 was
co-op mode where you're just
Just
taking down
silly.
orcs together. And
Yeah.
it's not even split screen. It's like
Yeah.
But what pissed me off was, and there's a few of my friends were some of these people as well. I don't think Tom was, maybe he was, but like when people started trying to pretend that Xboxes were better than PlayStation,
dude.
and you're
Remember
like, what are you talking
remember the dinner
about?
plate controllers on
Yeah.
the Xbox One?
They were fucking
Awful.
huge.
Xbox people weren't to be trusted.
Yeah,
We
but there was a
found-
lot of them like
Yeah.
trying to rally up there for a bit. Like, no, man, it's a 360.
But were
Like-
they the one? Did the PS2 controls vibrate, or was that the Xbox? Is like, well, we've
No,
got
no, no, no.
vibrating
PS2
controllers.
controllers vibrated, and so did the 64 with the Rumble.
Well,
Pack.
Rumble
Thank you
Pack,
very
yeah,
much.
the Rumble Pack was
Yeah.
obviously
But
terrific.
like, what was Xbox even bringing to the game? Like Halo, yeah, it's a
Halo.
bit of
Halo,
fun,
that
but
was
like,
it.
is that it?
That was all I ever played on Xbox was those Halo missions. Where I'm like, this
But
is
even
cool.
GTA wasn't
Perfect
available.
Dark as
GTA
well.
wasn't available on Xbox. as
No.
well.
No, it wasn't.
And you're like, are
Is
you
it
telling
now?
me you're picking? Hey, friends, you're picking Xbox. Essentially, you're picking Halo over GTA.
Yeah, but you've got those
What
people.
a dumb fucking decision. The fact that they sold any is
Yeah,
remarkable.
it was-
given that is the reality, right?
But now they're all right. Now they're sort of whatever. But
think
those first controllers were just fucking ridiculous.
No,
They were
because-
bricks.
PlayStation will always be, at least in my mind, the GOAT console.
But
Yes.
even now, you got Uncharted, you got fucking The Last of Us. Like they're exclusive to PlayStation.
Really exclusive.
Like I don't know what Xbox is exclusive, like what they're rolling with. I don't know, and I don't care.
No. Are there any exclusive games on Xbox, Dave? Just have a look for that. I just would like to.
Like I don't even know what's the new Xbox called. Xbox One.
I don't know. Like I think originally they were just trying to market to like the kind of loners, kind of like gothic guys in high school times. I don't know, with all that weird green
right,
shit
all
and
these
black.
games seem completely.
It's still basically the
shit.
best one is Halo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Psychonauts.
That's what I mean.
2.
Psychonauts, goth stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, Xbox is a goth shit, right? Like
Yeah.
It is goth.
Gears
Yeah.
of War Sable.
yeah, Like
It's really goth.
Alan Wake.
Vahelium or whatever the fuck.
Forza Horizon, Ori and the Blind Forest. All right, goth.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got an Xbox, you're probably a virgin.
And a goth.
You were a goth at one point. Maybe goths don't really exist anymore, but if it was the 90s, you
still
would be a
exist,
goth.
dude.
Do they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a goth in a while.
No, I haven't seen
we
a
don't.
goth in
I saw,
ages.
but like, I mean, a goth's like we're not necessarily in the areas where goths usually like live under bridges and shit, right? Like,
No, but you think
I
you'd
don't
get
think they
some
live
goths
under
around
bridges.
mascot and things?
No,
I don't know.
as someone who only a few weeks ago went to a My Chemical Romance concert, I assure you goths are still around.
there you go.
Okay, great.
Dave went and partied with a room full of goths. What was
Right.
the energy like in there?
it was hot and sweaty because everyone was wearing heavy black clothing.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude.
Is teenage angst still a thing?
I think it's probably worse now because of like Instagram and shit. Like it's probably way worse, but it's not.
But you don't
really.
have like Limp Bizkit and shit anymore.
Yeah, but I don't
do
think
you?
it-
Like, what are they?
I think they've got.
What are
Streety
they
was trying to
banging
get me
to?
onto some sort of teenage angst kind of rapper a few years
Oh
ago.
yeah, the guy died. They're like they were like
Right,
fucking,
yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't
he's
think there's a
white boy.
mass.
There was like that
Limp
Xan
Bizkit,
rap where it was
Linkin
just like
Park.
Xanax kids all rapping.
Not
Green
Mac
Day.
Miller.
Yeah, you don't have the like.
I kind of know who you're
Lincoln.
talking about, but I can't remember. But I do think that teenage angst doesn't express itself in the same way like your Nirvana, your Limp Bizkit and stuff. It's now
Couldn't.
more like posting weird shit on TikTok or like, you
Yeah.
know, early Billie Eilish stuff, like sad music like that.
Love Billie Eilish.
What, like Adele and stuff?
No, not Adele.
Adele's fucking.
James Bond.
Like
or-
Lana Del Rey and shit. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
whingy. It's
Yeah.
not even like I'm a goth. I fucking hate it. It's just more like.
No, that's not teenage angst.
Nah. Hey, just quickly, do we have what PS games do we have there, Dave?
Over there, NBA 2K, is that Gran Turismo, Cricket 22, FIFA, Madden, and golf.
Okay, I want to get the WWF game. I want to get wrestling.
Well, but
We've only played Tiger Woods. We haven't played any of the other games.
No.
Can you
Oh,
unlock
that's so
the old
good.
superstars
It's not that good,
though?
actually.
You'll need to be able to unlock if you get a wrestling game. Hopefully, it's like okay, you can.
Yeah, can you see the well, if you can unlock?
You don't need to unlock like every superstar, but you need some
You
guys.
don't want to play
like,
with Logan Paul?
You don't want to play with the new guys.
The
you know,
Miz.
yeah, like Seth Rollins.
No,
or
you'd definitely be able to unlock.
Do you
old
reckon you'd be able to
superstars.
unlock the guy that vomits on people? What was his name?
Puke?
Puke.
I don't think Puke ever made it. Unfortunately, he got in the doco and that cut him before.
Oh, did Puke not?
Oh yeah, look,
No,
Mankind
no.
and shit. Rob Van Dam,
But they did have what was his name, Takeshi or someone who used to spit the green.
Tajiri.
Tajiri,
Yeah,
that's
he's
it.
just, but he's just spit like green mist at people. But I don't think he's the only one that did that. I think that was like a shtick that was borrowed from some other guy.
P.S.
saw
I
some-
watched I put a post in the P's and D's the other day. If you like your wrestling, go check out WWE biographies.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
so
dude.
good.
I gotta watch that.
Weren't you
so
in
good.
tears the other day?
Yeah, it's so good. It's just like Stone Cold and shit. Like, because yes, it's fake, but it's not like you have to kind of be the master of your own destiny if you're Stone Cold or any of these stars, right? So you have to like put good performances up, be good with on the mic, do all this stuff, and you slowly get more and more opportunities in the storyline. And it's like to get their start, you know, it's typical America. It's like you basically get paid $10 a show. So like all these people like Stone Cold would drive 300 kilometers, sleep in their car, get paid $10, and you're doing this around all the places. Hopefully someone picks you up, and it's not even WWE at this point.
No, it's just a regional-
It's like a regional one or whatever. And Stone Cold was like, I could buy like 7 cans of tuna and a few packets of rice, and that was usually my food for a week.
What were they spending on fucking steroids?
Well, no, you actually can't use. Shawn Michaels got suspended because they found steroids. They weren't meant to actually be
Bro,
using
there's
steroids.
no way that you can expect
I think
me
they
to
changed that
believe
eventually.
that fucking John Cena isn't on roids. Like you look at the cunts in WWF now.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar wasn't, right? And he's like the
Brock
biggest
Lesnar
one.
was on steroids. He got suspended
Oh,
from the
did he?
UFC for fucking
Yeah, right.
steroids, mate. They're all
They didn't even test
fucking-
him when he fought Mark Hunt. And Mark Hunt's never let it go.
Well, and I can understand that he got fucking.
UFC 200, one of the worst cards ever.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
I
Conor
think
Conor
I bet on
McGregor.
Mark Hunt on that one.
Yeah, they're definitely on steroids, right? So,
Yeah.
but were they talking about that back in the day? Like, did they acknowledge that?
Oh,
shit?
yeah, but it's more just like the personal journeys of like, I haven't watched them all. I've watched the wrestlers I like Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Mankind, and it's just like the struggle of like getting there, and then when you are there, like being the top guy, and you're on the road 300 days a year, and like Stone Cold just like was starting to crumble a bit under the pressure of being like the top guy because
he was the top guy on the regional circuit.
No, like when he gets to the WWE and all
right.
that hecticness, where it's like he's fucking massive and his run actually wasn't that long because they're all getting divorced because they're just so obsessed with making it and becoming bigger and better, and it's just like this is actually just such a weird world of like sport and like entertainment and all this shit.
I
Like, it's
cannot
super
wait. So there
interesting.
are heaps of different episodes.
Yeah, it's not like they
And
do
so
it
it's
on
like-
each individual,
Oh,
and so
fuck
they'll
yeah,
interview the
dude.
other wrestlers,
Fuck
and then
yes.
interview the main guy. And Vince is there, Paul Heyman.
Dude,
the
have we
writers.
spoken about Vince McMahon's moustache?
I don't know what. Yeah,
we
like,
talked about that on the stream.
He's like almost had like a complete reconstruction of his face.
Well, it's just absolutely
I didn't even recognise him at all.
I thought it was like a joke when I saw the screenshot.
same.
I was like, "What the like? Is he trying to look like like some sort of like Stalin type character? Like
or like a weird like silent film, like I don't know, like
Like a
20s.
like a French
There you
guy.
go, like fucking Salvador. Look at that fucking thing.
I don't know what he's doing. I mean, it's in my algorithm, but I think he's like refusing to give up control to Triple H.
Didn't he sell it?
Yeah, but like
Triple H is his son-in-law.
yeah, but I think Triple H is trying to usher in a new era of creative kind of stories and characters, and Vince is.
So
Putting his
when they
foot down.
bought it, they kept Vince as the head.
Well, I think they're buying it, but they're still like WWE people are still running it, right?
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
day to day.
like the UFC,
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a bad payday.
Bruh.
Is there a biography on Vince?
I don't know, probably.
That'd be cool. He probably wouldn't want one. Or he would, but he would like it'd be everyone just have to suck his dick, right? You couldn't really be fucking.
Pretty crazy what he's done.
Well, it was old man, and then
Just like a successful carny, right?
Yeah.
yes.
He's the most successful carny there is. It's like people stopped. Like, remember in high school you had to read Othello or some other Shakespeare thing. Can't even understand half the language. And it's like, no, it's like a play. People used to go down in the 1600s and watch this play. Apparently it was amazing. But it's like, sorry, it's the year 2000. We need some roided up American guys with long hair coming out to like Bon Jovi type music with no shirts on, beating the shit out of each other. But one of them is actually married to the other one's sister. Like, now this is Shakespeare now.
This is,
Yeah, modern day Shakespeare.
It is. You know, you got villains, pound of flesh shit. Fucking Triple H ran over Stone Cold. Like,
I watched one today. I was flicking through the channels as was my want, and it was NXT, which is their like startup promotion. So it's like where where that fucking rugby league player is and shit, where it's like no one really knows him. It's like a room full of fucking 20 people watching.
Where the losers
breeding
start.
ground kind of thing.
Breeding
breeding
ground.
ground.
It's like the regional circuit, what it used to have been. But like all the backstage stuff where it's like some woman's doing a cross, like, so guys, do you think that Hoyt Suave is going to be able to take down there? And then just out of nowhere, this guy comes and kicks this dude, boots this dude in the head and starts smashing him up against a ladder, and he's getting him underneath a roller door and fucking crushing him underneath the roller door. And it was just so funny. It was like, what obviously if it was real life would be deemed as like horrendous violence. And then it just cuts back to Booker T, the commentator. He's like, geez, what was all that about? And it's just like so nonchalant that this guy's just absolutely bashed the fuck out of this guy backstage. And it was so dribbly, dude. And then all the refs coming in to try, like the referees just all being around everywhere. So like these guys are just backstage bashing each other and all these refs come in to try and stop. I'm like, hey. And the refs couldn't lift the door. It was so heavy. These guys it's just a fucking roller door and they're all like going, trying to lift it. It was just absolute dribble.
Oh my God.
It's good stuff.
I wonder how it'll be viewed in, 100 years, 200 years time. Like, how will it be viewed?
Same way we look at Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Vince McMahon is the Shakespeare of our time.
Smart people will be going like, this was amazing in its time. Then dumb people in the future will be like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Which is us.
In the future, though, they'll probably be able to have like AI-generated like wrestling battles where it actually looks like people are getting killed in Coliseum shit, but it's like AI-generated.
Do you see there's again, algorithm. So like me and Eddie, I realized don't have the same algorithm. We literally have the same fucking like we use
He
the
goes,
same
dude, we
social-
see the same stuff.
Because
I'm
we're
"It's
always
the
like,
same account."
he's like talking about, did you see this money? I was, and I'm like, dude, I see the exact same shit. Our
Okay, 'cause
algorithm
you're
is
using
so
the same-
synced. It's like you were both on the Hello Sport Instagram.
Yep.
But there was one that I saw the other day of a first-person shooter game, and the graphics were like terrifyingly real.
Yeah.
And like the thing was like, is this too real? And it was this guy like walking through a fucking like a abandoned building, and then someone like running past and shooting him. And it took a while for me watching it to realize that it was fucking cartoon.
We're not far away from that stuff at all, because especially with like Chat GDP, like being able to write code and shit, like to make like an AI movie or something would probably cost a lot to like digitally do it. But if you're just fucking getting some AI thing to write the code for you, then it's like
Saves a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, a lot of money saved right there.
We might see GTA 6 a bit quicker.
Yeah, but so Lukey Stowe was showing us this like editing thing now for podcasting, and I don't know if it's a ChatGPT creation or if it's just a latest like first version.
It's just a thing that uses AI technology. I don't think it's related to ChatGPT.
No, sorry, but as in if it has been created by AI, like as in if someone's put it in and gone, this is what I want it to do, and then it's created it, or whether this is either way. But it's like you don't have to live fucking cut podcasts. It just when it's editing it, will cut the camera. Like you just film everything and just put it all in, and it just pumps it out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Just goes for who's talking.
Yeah,
but sometimes you want to see the other person's reaction.
Yes, that was the only thing he was saying. He was like, yeah, that's the only bit that's like not ideal for it, and he was just like, it's version 1, so you'd hope that maybe it's like there is some level of human touch. I think that you can't like mimic.
Yeah, I mean it'd be good for if you're producing mass stuff and weren't relying on comic timing per se.
Yes.
You know, just like a normal interview that might not need laughing reactions.
Yes.
Right.
It's fucking crazy though where it's gone in 20 years, 30 years.
What AI?
Like back to games.
Oh,
from like 1990 to now. So
it's ridiculous. But even then, it was like in there, wasn't it? When did that Pong start? Where it was like,
I think that was before our time.
No, it was before. But I mean, like that was like the 80s, was it, or was that 70s?
I think
1972.
Where are we at, Dave, with haptic feedback suits? Like, where are they on the sort of? How far along the path are we?
This is the thing we got to go do. Jarch and Listo went to this place in Bondi Junction. You know the place, like the food court below the cinemas.
Yeah.
And as you walk around, there's like a Guzman and Gomez, and there's like a fucking gaming thing.
Or like a time zone.
No, it's a
Fan
VR.
zone. Yeah.
And you go in there and you're wearing the headsets and shit, and you're in this room, and they were like, it's just two of them with guns, and they're seeing each other, but they're seeing each other in like their army, their suits or whatever the fuck they're wearing, and they're like killing zombies and shit. Like Jarch was saying, like you can kill a zombie and then you don't realize that you've just maybe like shot his legs off, and you'll go around and he's crawled up and he's like grabbing your leg and your thing starts to vibrate. And you're like, holy shit, there's a and like just so real to the point where apparently like Listo's like there's a zombie crawling up to him like and it couldn't move, and Listo's on the ground crawling up to the zombie and like patting its head before he fucking blows its head off. I want to go, dude. This looks like so much fun.
That does look
That's
fun.
it there, yeah.
Freak VR.
I had a the other day, well, not the other day, maybe a while ago, not that long ago, I had the Oculus Rift on, and like none of it's like
what
super.
The fuck's that?
It's like the OG VR.
Oh, where everyone
stuff.
was doing it in COVID and shit, like boxing.
And like it's like there's whoever gave it to mate, he had it at his house, put it on. And there's like meant to be scary stuff like this clown's trying to kill you, and like I'm not really like scared of clowns, and like it's just a game. Like clown can come and attack me, and you don't feel any vibrations. But like I have a fear of heights, right? And so there's this episode or level where you're in this elevator and it go up the top, and then you open up and it's just like a plank with like a phone ringing on the end. And even though I'm like can completely see it's fake, it's like kind of somewhat realistic, but it clearly is a game. Whatever like the sensors in my brain that activates that fear actually stopped me from moving. Like I couldn't actually even walk out the plank. I'm like,
couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. Like, and then it took me about 8 minutes to like get it up, because I knew as soon as I walk the plank and pick up the phone, like it's gonna drop, and like I'm gonna have to experience that. So my brain just wouldn't let me.
And did you fall?
Yeah. But like it just. That the falling part wasn't the scary part. The scary part was going like, I'm actually trying to fucking move, but like my brain's not letting me. Like,
damn, dude. Oh, are they still like? Are they worth getting an Oculus Rift? Whatever.
I don't know. Again, it's probably like a cousin of the Xbox in a way that like it's probably cool for a
second.
But like, if you've got cash, but
are they XE?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if you're going to spend money on a console, I don't think Oculus Rift would be your top priority.
No. I thought it'd be a bit of fun.
They never really improved on the Namco Time Crisis gun on PS1.
Yeah,
did they?
I had that. But I'll tell you the worst.
They never went past that.
You know that TVs, how you have these giant TVs and they'll curve?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
One of the levels, I couldn't shoot the guy in the corner. Like my gun was just a little bit off, and I couldn't get this guy in the corner.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Yeah.
that's like our fucking time crisis at the moment, which still hasn't been fixed. One screen works, but there's a part on that screen where you can't kill.
We want a new one.
We want a new time crisis. If anyone's got one, we'll trade you for a broken one.
Yeah, you can have our broken one. We just want a brand new one. Dave, how'd you go with the haptics?
Well, there are haptic feedback suits. It doesn't really look like there's much going in the legs area, but I mean, it's hard to measure how good they're getting, but there's a lot of like, you know, different gloves and different suits like this around.
They got any ones that, like, how far along are they for, like, ones that you can mimic fucking whoever you want? Like, surely that's not far
What do
away.
you mean? What? Fucking whoever you want.
Yeah.
I think we've actually had that. We've just
Like,
talked
surely
about it.
that's not that far away.
Well, I think more of the research and development into that has gone into actually making the sex doll that you fuck.
But that
rather
to me,
than
this
it
is
being-
like,
sex
I don't
doll's
understand.
pretty weird, though.
Sex doll is like a fucking lifeless body, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
You got to be like
yeah,
a
but they make them
lonely
like they're
motherfucker.
not lifeless.
Huh?
That's the point. They're
I
now
think there's a
making
lot
them
of weird
full
people
life.
Show me a modern day sex doll. Like,
Top of the line.
I
That
think
was-
of like inflatable ones that you'd see at Bucks parties. That's what I'm sort of thinking
Dude.
about.
I think they're a bit more advanced than that these days. I think.
Oh, you think or you know?
I
This is an
think.
article I saw the other day about the list of the top celebrity sex doll requests.
Imagine making a request for a sex doll.
But people are weird because, you know, like if you ever go on a porn site, we all do it here to there, and there's always those unskippable
Jesus
ads.
Christ, that's just weird, bro. Look at
yeah,
that.
that's fucking bizarre. Oh
What's
God.
with the shoes?
No, dude, that's like coming with like that's like the packaging it comes in.
Oh, right.
But there's a lot of lonely people out
Dude,
there.
have a go at that bloke.
Is that meant to
getting
be
a
Tom Hardy?
No, it's surely
Yeah,
not.
I
Who's
think
getting
so.
a Ranger male sex
That's meant to
doll?
be Tom Hardy.
Bullshit. He's bald
That's not Tom Hardy.
with back hair.
Yuck.
Wow. Oh, hairy ass.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
That is so
Dude,
unnecessary.
they look like aliens.
What the fuck?
I need to see. Can we see a video of these things? Like, what are they made out of? Like, are they? I
you
don't want
wanna
to see
see
someone
someone
fucking
plowing
it. No, but like, as in, are they moving? Can their arms move and shit, or is it like
I'm
a
sure
fucking
you
stiff
can
mannequin?
kind of like.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not seeing it like.
You know those things that on Ultimate Deadliest Warrior, like they would be that skin stuff. You know,
yeah, like those. Yeah, great show by the way.
Is it DIY lube? Like bring your own lube? Or
No,
is it-
I think they make some that are self-lubricating.
How the fuck?
One of them is meant to be Tom Hardy. Is in Princess Diana.
Is there a load chamber?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, all of those things. What do you do? Like, that's a fucking big day.
That hairy assed one is fucked up.
What, like, surely doing the numbers, there'd be someone in, like, one listener.
You reckon there's one?
Reach out
if you've got the
sex
hairy
doll.
ass sex doll. It's cool.
Or
but it's
any
a little
sex
odd.
Just
doll.
any sex doll.
Not like one
Not
you
a
bought at a
blow-up
Bucks
one.
party
No.
for a joke, like
Oh, yeah,
legitimate.
yeah.
Okay, sex dolls.
Sex dolls in
Australia.
Australia. This guy, why has he got gloves on?
This is like it's an unboxing.
A demo?
Because you've got to build it yourself. Oh, he
IKEA.
looks excited.
Oh, look. Why is he wearing gloves?
Oh, yeah, you can fully move everything.
Oh, Jesus. What's...
Wow, that's etched, dude. Okay, so that's how it moves. Oh, bro, the wiggling toes is etched.
Oh, yuck. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, bro, that looks fucked up.
Things about them. Unlike a lot of
Turn it
other
up.
brands, pretty much nearly all, when you spread the legs, it always opens the hole quite a lot and it doesn't look realistic. So Iron Tech have done a really good job of that. Even though the legs are spread, the vagina hole has still maintained its composure. It's open slightly, but generally the vagina is in proportion, much like the anus hole. So it's very, very realistic. And as you can see, there's just a lot of detail on the labia. It's very realistic. You can actually see that someone's actually sat there and properly gone through it and done it. Very realistic.
These guys are fucking weird.
Hey,
Big
this-
I'll show
gear.
you how to put the head on. Iron Tech have this really cool bolt that's it's actually called a hinged connection.
Okay.
Sex doll.
This guy's
Australia.
voice sounds like
He's a nerd.
Well, he just sounds like he fucks a lot of sex dolls.
He's wearing gloves. He's a serial killer. Look at him.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Like,
you can actually slide in the head a lot easier.
Probably enough.
And also disconnect
Hold
it a
on,
lot
I don't
easier.
Do we want to see him fucking it, mate?
No, we're not going to see him fuck. Is this on YouTube?
Yeah, this is on YouTube.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure because
Especially when the user may screw the head on too tight, the coil gets stuck in.
The eyes
and
are
then
pretty
it takes the
fucked
bolt
up.
out again. So this
Yeah,
is a
dude.
really good creation.
They are
like,
fucking
They're
shit.
really
Yeah,
fucked up. You should have spent more time on the eyes, I think.
We screw it into the head here.
this is. Oh, bro.
Okay. So the smooth side is outward.
Wow.
Coil's inside.
Wow. Okay,
That. Make
sure.
sure it clicks
How-
all the way in.
Oh, Jesus
And as you can see, it has
Christ.
slid on pretty easy. First, we're going to do the left turn.
This guy's a fucking sick puppy.
Yeah, he is.
this is like serial.
What's this
like, I'm
weird,
starting
what's
to feel
this
a bit,
weird
yeah,
bed he's got over here?
edged out a bit.
Oh, bro, this is so fucking bizarre.
Wait, it gets worse in a sec.
It gets worse.
No.
No, I want to.
Does he start plowing?
No, he won't play on YouTube, surely. This is bizarre. It doesn't shoulder shrug. Like you've got to really work it into positions, though,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not like
yeah,
a
yeah.
naturally.
But I think that's what they're excited about.
Oh God, he's
Potential.
fucking playing with her tits. What is going on?
He's
This
loving
guy
it.
is a fucking sick puppy.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, come on.
Okay, we get it, dude. They're tits.
Okay.
He's just fucking taking the piss. All right.
He's having a real
He's
grope.
having a real go.
Oh my God.
Oi! Okay, mate. Stop it.
Stop it. Is that nut all over
What's
its
all
chest?
over her?
Is that nut all over her?
No way. Maybe that's why he's wearing gloves.
Oh my God. He's got to bend up over against the wall. You got to come to YouTube
Yeah,
to
sorry,
see
you gotta
this
come
stuff.
to YouTube. We're not putting this on
Oh
Instagram.
my. Is that nut all over her back? What is he doing?
Maybe showing that she's waterproof too. Oh my,
Oh my
dude,
God.
this is like
This is a lot. I love
killer
that he's
stuff.
blue
You know what I
taped the
mean?
sign up there. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
He's
Sex
sticky
doll,
taped the sex doll thing onto his wall. Oh, dude.
That looks like nut on her back. I'm sorry, it does. It's back.
Yeah, it's a
doll.
it's an inanimate object. The music as well is really fucking
Nice bumhole.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't do much work on the bum.
How much of one of these cost, Dave? How much is someone paying to get a?
Oh, he's
doll?
got,
Hats,
he's got
mate.
merch.
Oh
got
my
merch.
God, Sex Doll Australia. Wow.
All right. Is this?
Probably-
Is it,
does it get weirder?
worse?
Nah, it's pretty much done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
let's
that's
leave it.
enough.
That's enough.
Oh, hang on. Oh, he's slapping her ass. Oh my God, he's spanking her. Oh my God. Keep saying her. Oh,
His serial killer gloves
how
just
many
make it
times
that
are you going
much
to
more
spank
edge.
it, mate? That's what, 12 spanks?
Jesus,
13?
we get it, dude.
Oh my
Come on.
God. Oh my God.
Listen, I've got to be honest. That bumhole does not look up to code.
Sexdollsaustralia.com.au.
Free plug.
Free plug.
Listen, if you're into sex dolls, you'll love that video.
You'll love that video.
Yeah, 3,800.
This is, I don't know if it's the same one, but same brand. That video was from 4 years ago, so I assume there's a...
It's
So
improved,
Iron
okay.
Iron Tech are the...
Yeah, Iron Tech, yeah.
$4,000.
Okay, and look at this. Look
I'm
at
sure
look
you're
at the
gonna buy-
mods you can get.
I'm sure you're going to buy the
Oh,
wigs and all the extensions as well.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well,
The
exactly.
shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That looks
Bit
like
of muff. I bet you can buy ones with muff. I bet you can.
Of course you can.
Of course you can.
Mate, it's all the mods you want.
You're not going to
Eye
put that much
colour,
money into
hair
R&D
colour.
just 'cause they know they're getting weird people with fetishes.
Yeah, if you can get ass hair on a fucking bald red nut guy.
Who owns Iron Tech? Like, are they wealthy? Do you reckon there's much money in this racket?
I think there would be, dude.
How many would you be selling?
I don't know. There's fucking a lot of incels.
A lot of incels.
How many people do you reckon in Australia have a sex doll that that they give
30%
Did
of
you
the-
look up sex doll
30%?
sales? in
No,
Australia?
30% of the people have Reddit, like something like that. Like that's where all the incels are, like 4chan. Like I reckon,
You reckon 30% Australians have a sex
no,
doll?
of Reddit Australian users.
Oh,
4chan,
okay. So
yeah.
of Australians who use
Reddit,
Reddit,
30%.
30% of those
would be the market.
Yes.
would be the market.
All right, so we just need to work out how many Australians use Reddit, and then we've got a bit more of an idea.
Yeah. Third of them, bang, Bob's your uncle.
There we go. Foolproof. Holy shit, that's funny.
So this was an article during the pandemic, August of 2020, that's saying obviously sex dolls boomed during the pandemic. Stuff like there's a lot of increases in volume. I'm waiting to see actual numbers.
If you were fucking isolated forever, that's probably what you'd turn to, though, right? Like if you were, if
Would
it was,
ya?
I
if
think
it, if
my
it's pandemic
like I've got a
lockdown-
pretty
I don't
vivid,
think
creative
so.
imagination. Like I don't need a
No,
a doll
absolutely.
to imagine it. Like I can.
But I mean more in the like. Obviously, you just crank one out. But
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're in isolation for who knows? Like you'd have to be a long time. I don't think.
I don't think I'd ever
2 weeks.
I don't
in
think
the
I'd
lockdown,
never-
I don't think
you
I'd
get
ever
one.
turn to sex doll.
No.
Ever in your life?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I reckon I might. If you think about when you go like, if you think about like in prison, men start fucking each other. At some point, things can go a little bit awry.
Yeah, but again,
in
most
terms
of the ones
like-
doing that are the psychos. Like you know.
I don't think
like-
so necessarily. I don't think that.
Isn't it a power thing?
Yeah, normally it's like I'm not at least what the movies have
Right,
shown
but like
me.
that also, like if you have sex with a man, like for power, that's kind of maybe a convenient way of explaining away the fact that you
But
wanna
don't they
fuck
do that
dudes.
in like, don't some like sort of militant groups in Africa, they'll fuck people in the ass as like a form of humiliation? I think they do, just to like break a man's spirit, if obviously they're straight.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. It's pretty rough. But
I remember seeing it once. It was like in a doco.
yeah, right.
yeah, I've heard it rings a bell.
Yes.
But
Bells are ringing.
Your bells are ringing
I've
there.
seen it happen to a mate in a movie. Sam got raped by Matt Nable.
Did he really? Get the fuck out of
I
here.
forgot about that.
Wow. Matty Navel raped him.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Is that in like Bikey Wars or whatever?
yeah, 1%ers. I think.
Oh,
the movie's
yeah,
called.
yeah. Was it a movie?
It's a movie. Yeah. I went and saw it with him.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
He got done by Matty Nabes. That would have.
Does he put his back into it?
Matty. Yeah, I think Sam's like up against like a pylon or a pole
That'd
or
be
something.
a tough scene to act, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
That's
Matty
like
Nabes fucking-
that's takes every.
You probably
video.
don't hang around each other too long after that scene.
I think you go home and have a stiff drink, don't you? Maybe a dart. I don't know. You probably definitely have a
An
dart.
exhale, a long exhale, and a fucking whiskey.
Obviously, yeah.
I think as well, Matty Nabes got Sam on his new movie to kill him, maybe not rape him, but I think Matty Nabes is good. I know a guy if I need to kill someone or rape someone.
Oh,
it's
he
been
gets
actually,
Simmy P.
Simmy P's your guy.
Oh,
you know?
he's the rape or kill guy.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen the Matty Nabes new one with
Oh, is that the one with Sam Worthington?
Yeah,
Is Simi in
yeah.
that?
Transfusion?
yeah,
Transfusion?
I think so. Yeah, on Stan. Yeah,
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet though.
No easy way to transition out of that sort of a conversation, but bit of rugby league, fellas. And when we do it thanks to our good friends at KO.
Love KO.
Love
How good's
KO.
KO, Sabo?
I love KO. I was thinking today, like, what the fuck did you do pre-KO?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Like, I think you could do like Foxtel Go or something, but it was like there was no app or something. I can't
Foxtel
remember.
Go was shit.
Yeah.
Foxtel Go was shit.
And before that was the actual box.
Yeah.
KO, and again, like just KO minis where it's just like, I got some time to kill here. I want to get a good feel for what actually fucking happened. But shout out to KO, basically. Both games yesterday were fucking good. Good games of rugby league.
I love that Anzac Day game. The St George Roosters one in
one,
particular
yeah.
is just such a ripper.
Yeah.
I've been there before,
Great
obviously, to the
atmosphere.
new Allianz, but the members area in the new Allianz is so fucking good. That outdoor area we were sitting at, which was like we had a bar behind us, we're sitting outside and literally like up against a bar essentially, just looking over. It was like, because when we were, where you guys had seats, And then we were sitting down there, but then we only two boys. There was another, like
A bit short.
we were like 2 seats short. So then 4 of us were like, "Fuck it, we'll just go and sit back up where we were." I was like, I much prefer sitting up there than actually sitting down in the seats.
Mate, that's the beauty of it, right? You can best of both worlds
Yeah.
if you want.
I mean, I've never been.
It's a great spot up there. It's elite at the northern end, northwestern end.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the people. I never get invited to members, but I just love that stadium. Just even walking around, you're not even in your seats, but behind where there's all that room and those pylons that you can lean on and grab a drink. Like that's where I hang around at the stadium. You know what I mean?
Same.
I'm not a designated seat guy.
No, neither. I like to just be able to watch and move about the cabin freely.
Yeah. And that area, not many stadiums you can do that well.
Thank fuck they did it up.
Yeah.
Or knocked it down.
Well, it's funny because when they were doing it, I was like, this is such a waste of fucking money, dude. We don't need it. And now that it's been done, I'm like, look, we still probably didn't need it, but like,
we definitely need it.
it's nice.
We definitely
It's nice to have.
we definitely needed it.
It's nice to have nice things.
It's nice to have nice things. And it's just so convenient for us.
I'm
a big fan.
Jeez, I wanted the fucking Dragons to beat the Roosters yesterday.
It was close.
Yep. Not as much as I wanted the Warriors to beat Storm, but
Yeah, I didn't care as much. But look, I got my Nick Meanies, so that was all that mattered for Dad. But
Pretty excited, weren't you, mate?
I was excited. I was very full up. We was talking before in the green room.
Yes, in the green room.
But we obviously held off. But Jackie Boy White into the Bunnies. 4 years.
it's such a Rabbitohs sign, and Jackie, just that left edge is going to be fucked up. Like the right edge, this year, it's like, must have been planned the whole time. Like, guys, let's just get our right edge sorted because next year, the left edge will be the best.
Left edge will be so
like
horny.
Cody Walker, who just instinct guy to Trell. And then you defended, you pick between Trell,
Jackie
trying to tackle
boy.
him, or Jackie's there. Like, fuck me.
Who's the back rower on that side?
At the moment,
Is it Murray or is he 13?
No, Murray's 13. It like Jaya's been playing a mix of like back and front row, but I think Jacob Host has been playing. Hosty's been playing there a bit. But that's probably like, I don't think you even need an elite back rower in.
No,
in
I was
that
just like,
situation.
you've got Keon on the other side.
Yeah.
But did you see that the Raiders have lodged an official complaint with the NRL and they want the salary cap auditor to go through the Rabbitoh, like to basically make sure that, because he's taken like $1 million less than what he would have got over the lifetime of his contract at the Raiders.
Yeah, 250,000 each season.
And so they're like looking to see that it's market rate for it is.
It is the most beta thing. Because,
it is beta.
Because
It's
what they're trying to say is, because we offered him 1.1, A, you're a shit club, B, you're in Canberra, so you always have to go overs anyway.
Yeah.
Because we offered him 1.1.
It's a Canberra tax.
Everyone else should have to offer him 1.1. It's like, how much did the Dolphins offer Munster? 1.5? Does that mean Melbourne have to pay Munster 1.5?
No.
Like, that is the dumbest thing. I get that you can't go, okay,
250
grand, but like Jack Whiten's on what, 900 now? Like he's not on $1 million a season.
850, I think.
Why
Which is a lot of money.
And then Rabbitohs are paying the same amount, and then Raiders going, no, that's not his market value. That's what you're paying literally right now. Next year is going to be a year older anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't actually know what he's on right now, but I know that the Rabbitohs gave him 850, I think.
What is the reason though? Like for like if a player goes, I want to play for 200 grand. And not get paid any more, like as in not with the like promise of a huge deal in a couple of years or anything like that. What's stopping? Like I don't understand why
I
think it might, because like salary cap again. This is just what I think it is. It's like you can rort the salary cap a lot easier than with like, not just third party deals, but like under the table stuff. But say people are still getting a bag of money under the table now at clubs. Say they are. They still have to come in at the salary cap at their value, so it's like harder to rort the system, I guess, because you can be giving someone an extra 30 grand, somewhere, but like you can't. They're still taking up 800, 900.
Maybe it incentivizes rorting more because it's like, well, we'll just pay you fuck all, but to get you in, but we will just rort and pay you way more under the table than if you're just coming in at $1 million and we're giving you, a car and a
That
boat.
must be the thinking. I can't really think of another reason why.
Yeah, I feel like I'd heard something that explained it, but I
definitely know it's a thing. I definitely know it's a thing.
Yeah.
But It's very petty from the Raiders.
It's fucking petty,
It's
dude.
really petty.
It's very
petty.
Canberra.
It's very Canberra.
And like Raiders used to be mine and probably a lot of people's like second or third favourite team when they were going well. And you kind of like, and you looked upon Canberra with going like, you guys are actually okay. Doing something like this, complaining about a contract because you missed out. It's like you guys are just back down to the Questacon level of like everyone's opinion. Like, see you later, you fucked up there. Now no one's going to want to come down because if they want to be in a negotiation with someone else, Ricky's going to put it all through the news. There's going to be investigations. Like, nah, you fucked up.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking crook. Like, unless there is some rotting that I've like missed here, but like to throw your toys out of the cot and like kick up a stink. It's like it's kind of like if you lost a game. It's like fucking flipping the Monopoly board after you don't win. You know, you're just like.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. They're gonna fucking struggle now. He's a massive loss, and it's gonna be hard for them to now attract more throbbers.
They're gonna get Luke
It's
Brooks.
such a shithole, and no one wants to go
You
there.
reckon
They'll get Luke Brooks. They'll get him for like half the money. Put him at.
You
6.
reckon they'll get Luke Brooks?
Well, the
LB?
Tigers have to get rid of him, right?
Well, that's what we've been saying for 10 years, sir.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, but his
So,
contract's ending, right? I think.
he was saying he wants to stay.
Oh, really?
He
I heard
hasn't
him
won-
say he wanted to
He
stay.
hasn't won a game with the 7 on his back for 600 days. Luke Brooks. And he hasn't won a game in over a year.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him.
Raiders are going to struggle.
They also don't necessarily need a 7. I mean, I know Jack's like a 6, but like it's kind of like, don't you just need to go out and get someone that's like a throbber?
Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't anyone left. Like,
Luke Brooks is.
I'm just saying, there's no throbbers on the market.
They
that will
come
go to
up, but no
Canberra.
one wants to go there. They
No, I know.
they threw a shitload of money at Fafita and he told him to jam it.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. No one wants to go to Canberra.
No one wants to go to Canberra, except for people that like have to go to Canberra.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you're going to Canberra, no one goes to Canberra willingly.
No,
They need to
And I
change
don't
it,
even just
yeah.
mean to the NRL. I mean, generally speaking.
They need to
like,
change their identity, not sell it as Canberra, sell it as like the country team.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it's like outside of Canberra, you know, you've got your bit of country around there, your Coomers, your your Goulbans, all
Come
that
live
sort
in
of
the
stuff.
country.
It's like come live in the country and play for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Country Raiders.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, regional
might
Raiders.
get a few more players then.
It's a
you
good
know?
idea, actually.
That's
That's
actually
how they
not
should
a
be
bad.
branding
That's
it.
not a bad
Because
idea.
don't sell it as Canberra. Maybe even just call them the Raiders.
Yeah.
Get rid of like the Dolphins did with Redcliffe.
Yes, get rid of that and like broaden it out a little bit, you know? And
Yeah. Sell that country lifestyle.
take a few games around to your Dubbos, your Oranges, or whatever.
What
Yeah.
about the Queanbeyan Raiders? I don't even know. Is Queanbeyan an actual place, or
It
is it
might
just
have
the
been a suburb.
outskirt? Is it just the outskirt?
Sounds
of
like
Raiders?
a taxi company in Canberra. Like
It
it's
does.
still kind of
Queanbeyan Cabs.
Queanbeyan, you know what I mean? Like
That are fucking, there's like 3 of them. 3 cabs.
Queanbeyan Cabs.
yeah.
Where is Queanbeyan? Oh, it's on the outskirts of Canberra.
Where's
Next to
somewhere that
Fishwick.
sounds cool around there?
Just zoom in a bit. No, zoom in a bit. We need to see some suburb names.
Out of the suburb, go, like so, yeah, here we are. So,
Tarawulla,
Banks,
Googong,
no, it's kind of
Banks,
tough around that.
Royalla Raiders. Because I'm looking for alliteration here.
What's the name of the greater area? Like, you know, the Monero's, the Cooma area, like Eden Monero, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Namadgi National Park.
Well, there's Murray County.
Murray-Darling Raiders, you know, like the river or something like. Or
Well, that's not the Murray
No.
Darling. The Murray County Raiders.
Murray County Raiders. It's all right. Listen, what we're trying to do here is just rebrand, right? We're actually just selling the exact same product. We're just putting a jazzy new rebrand.
So when
on
people go, I'm going to go play for the Raiders, they're imagining like a nice like Victorian balcony on a 10-acre property,
just sprawling,
rather than
rolling
the
hills.
fucking ACT.
Yeah,
you know
well,
what I
rather
mean?
than just like a gyprock fucking fibro
Roundabout, yeah.
shithole house that's tiny. You're looking out to just roundabouts and politicians fucking each other.
Yeah, they do a lot of that. Weird place. Not a bad place, just a bit weird.
It's not a bad place. I can understand why you don't want to go there.
Yeah, I don't like hate it. It's just like it's a harder sell for players. You're going to have to offer overs, right? Like,
I wonder if they could do a Canberra like concession. Like Sydney Swans have got a concession where because it's more expensive to live here, it's like a Sydney. You can
Yeah.
pay them more.
Yeah.
because Sydney's more
They
expensive.
get like dispensation in the salary cap or something like that.
What Sydney should get more because they cost more
The
to live
Swans
in.
do.
The Swans do.
I think in the AFL it might be all the teams
But
outside
that doesn't
of
work for
Victoria.
Canberra. That goes against.
No, we're saying that. We're saying.
So Canberra Raiders should have a
something
bigger
similar.
cap.
It's
Yeah.
in the AFL they do.
Yeah,
it.
because it's tough. Imagine like where do you guys normally like say you have normal beer at the Oak or something like. If the beers were half price, would you go to the entertainment quarter to drink there? Probably not. You'd probably want to stay at the Oak where all the friends are. It's a fun vibe. But like, you wouldn't want to have a thing at one of the shit
That's a great
places
point.
in the entertainment quarter, right? Like,
Yeah.
No disrespect.
sorry, entertainment quarter. I was there on Friday, but
Yeah, you go to the movies and then you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
The movies there are great. There's no cunt ever in there.
yeah,
Parking's easy. Way better
yeah.
than
Oh, you
Bondi
go there for a
Junction.
movie, it's a quick bowl, but like you don't want to linger around the entertainment.
There's no. It's a
corner.
ghost town.
right?
They'll call the cops if you
the
linger.
drinks are half price, you wouldn't go. So the same thing
No.
with Canberra. Like, you
I don't
need-
understand who goes there. Like, I don't know what the fucking point is, other than the movies
And the bowling.
and the
And the
bowling.
laser tag.
I went there for the comedy thing the other night, but like it's
Oh
just
yeah,
a
the
weird-
comedy
comedy
store.
stores.
Comedy store's good.
But like it's
It
just a
should
weird
be.
place.
It should have been where the Olympics was.
They should have blown it
Yeah,
up
they
a
should have
long
knocked
time
it down
ago.
and had it.
That's where the Olympics should have been.
Yeah.
It's honestly, if I went into like a regular person went into a coma and they hadn't been to the entertainment quarter before, and then they woke up and they were like clearly older and they like got out and they went into the entertainment quarter for the first time in a day, like a Tuesday day, they would honestly think we'd be living in like some fucked up society. That's the weird eeriness the place gives off.
Yeah, no, it's a
kind
bit,
of
it's a
like-
bit Last of Us.
Yeah,
It is last of it. It's never been the same when they got rid of the Titanic ride.
Yeah,
And Channel V.
Channel V. Yeah, it used to be like
The,
had
used to be
the mini
fucking
golf as
pumping.
well was good shit.
it had 3
didn't know
years
the
of like
mini-golf.
this is the new utopia for like outdoor
was like,
life.
holy
It was the
shit.
backlight, Fox Studios backlight.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
Titanic ride, I think it was only
Yeah.
around for a couple of.
I
couple
went
of
on it,
years,
yeah.
wasn't
I
it?
missed out.
Didn't you
No,
go
I
on
didn't
it?
get on it.
You're a fucking idiot.
You get the water sprayed on you.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, it's crazy.
They need to. I mean, what else can we turn that shithole into? Right, like it's just a big empty space.
I heard it was getting a fucking fresh lick of paint.
which
That's
it
what I
needs a
heard.
little bit more than a lick.
But
of
what all
paint.
the shot? I
No,
don't
as
know.
in like, I heard that they were going to start putting like apartments and shit in there.
Oh,
potentially.
great! That'll make it better.
Great, it'd be the same, you know,
It'll just be
apartments.
filled
that-
with more fucking people.
But it's like, it's weird. All the shops there, it's almost like the square meterage they would need to sell their products. It's all of that times 4. Like, you know, there used to be a shop there, the size of this studio, that only sold love sacks. One type of love
Oh,
sack.
I remember.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like how? Why do I need 125 square? Why do you need 125 square meters to sell a love stack? It's not even the warehouse.
No,
like,
it's a dude. That's so fucking true.
Love
dude.
sacks.
Love sacks.
They had a couple of years in the sun, and
Yeah.
then they died.
Yeah, they did. They had a big boom. And
If
then
you've got a love sack, you're a bit of a sex doll.
when we moved into
Don't you
Redfern,
reckon?
when we moved into Redfern, well, like Sebo moved into it first with like some randoms, and then I think
Did you live there with randoms?
yeah.
Then was it me and then Street or Street then me?
I went in there with randoms, and then eventually Street came in, then you, then Chica and,
And then all the
Archie.
randoms got out.
Yeah, the randoms started.
But
Yep.
they had a
love sack.
fucking love sack in there that was so. It was all that the room could take.
I know we had 2 living rooms, but it's like no matter which living room you put the love sack in, it's like now, like the dining table has to like go up against the wall to cater for the love sack, which no one's sitting in. Can we throw it out, please?
No
Like,
one sat in it.
No, dude.
No
because
one's
they're too
done
big
that.
to sit. Like, you basically have to commit to, like, laying on this huge thing. You can't just sort of, like, chill on a love sack. They're fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like
They're like a fucking beanbag on steroids.
they still
Well,
can't
that's
be
exactly
a thing,
what they
right?
are.
Like
No, they're not. You
they're
never
not-
seen it.
They're done.
You never seen
Yeah.
it.
Has
I haven't-
Kempy got one in his fucking studio? Or did he have one?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's
but it's
Kempy.
like, are we shocked by that?
No, I'm not shocked Kempy's got a love sack. He's a love sack guy.
He's a sex doll guy.
Yeah, sex doll love sack guy.
Yeah.
Love sacks are still going.
Does a bit of
Still going.
shopping.
Yeah, I
at
know
the
they're still
EQ.
going, but that doesn't mean they're a thing, Dave.
Yeah.
And it's like beanbags as well. Like beanbags, it's all very...
Beanbags are for kids.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's all very
beanbags- if you
share
Out-
housey.
like they tried to
Beanbag,
make
yeah.
a beanbag for adults.
It's a rumpus room, a beanbag.
Yeah, it
you know
is.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like all the kids in there.
It made. I tell you what, though, good marketing with the name Love Sack.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason they sold any.
Because they're not functional.
No,
They're not like...
No.
They don't...
no, they're fucked. Simple as that. I don't know how that's related to Canberra.
Or rugby league,
Or
generally.
rugby league.
We're back to just trying to figure out rebranding the
Yeah,
Raiders.
that's right.
And you
That's
have
right.
to dig
I
deep.
forgot. I forgot we'd even started talking rugby league. Like I would have
Would you be shocked if the Raiders' next sponsor was Lovesack?
Lovesack, Canberra Lovesack Raiders.
Yeah. Or Sex Dolls Australia.
Sex Dolls Australia. The realest labias in the business.
Well, Canberra were cool when they had
We
their
had attention
fireworks
to
and
detail.
pornos, right? They all used to be fireworks and pornos. That was
Yeah.
like their
Did
banner.
they get rid of that?
No, I think they now got weed.
Well, everyone can get porno now, and then fireworks. I don't know if everyone loves them as much anymore.
Well,
No,
I don't think they're even
fireworks
legal, are
used
they?
to be.
I thought fireworks aren't really.
If you went to a bonfire, there was always fireworks.
Streety always had fireworks. Streety was our friend that always just seemed to have fucking fireworks.
you get a good bag of because I used to. My grandpa was in Cooma, so I'd go through Canberra, but you'd always get a few fireworks. But you'd get like. You wanted to let them off, but then you didn't want to let them off because then you wouldn't have the fireworks anymore. You just like
exactly.
having them was it's like nuclear weapons, right?
Yeah.
You have them just as like it's way nicer to have than use.
You remember the little man had come out with the
parachute.
parachute?
Yeah, that was my
You'd have to go
favourite.
find him.
Oh, that's.
Do you remember them?
It was like a plain
And
one.
you'd be running
yeah.
around in the dark looking for these cunts.
That's right. Fuck.
That was great.
They were
stuff.
the best amateur firework you could get, I reckon. Like,
Yeah.
They
Fuck
wouldn't the biggest bang, but you'd light this plane, it would fly around, then you look for the parachute.
Yeah,
yeah,
like that was.
yeah.
That was
That's
what
good
it was.
entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's you can't beat that. That's
Yeah.
one of my cherished childhood
Yeah.
memories. Running looking for them.
Yeah. So Jack Whiten.
Jack White.
But can you still get? Can you get fireworks in Canberra?
Nah, not since 2009.
Well, that's
Oh,
why.
really?
That's why no one wants to
There you
live
go.
there.
Oh,
There you go.
I didn't know that.
Mal Meninga wouldn't have played there if there was no fireworks.
What also, like, I mean, in terms of just like a weird place, to have like a porn district generally is weird.
Well, how did that work? Was there like a suburb where you just went and got your pornos, your VHSs?
Must have been. I don't know. I just knew it was a thing, but you get
Yeah.
too young to.
That's what I mean.
We were too young for it.
yeah,
to know.
yeah.
But
it
if
all
Canberra's,
ins and
if
outs.
you're fucking known for porn and fireworks, like,
Which is literally what they want.
That's
to
like-
But I'm saying but like it's actually pretty good considering like if you're going to be known as something as a state, it's like sports washing what the Saudis doing with live. It's like porn and fireworks. It's a pretty cool, fun thing.
it
Considering how
worked.
behind that curtain it's pretty
Plays.
boring.
No,
so
it
you
plays.
shouldn't have got rid of it.
no, you really
It
should. It
played.
was actually
Yeah.
a great
It
facade.
was actually genius. Whoever
Yeah.
came up with that.
Yeah.
Porn, fireworks, bang.
Yeah, that's our.
That'll
state.
bring the people
Yeah.
in. Bit of Questacon.
Yeah.
walk
And that
around
was when the
lake.
Raiders were at their best.
When
You
the
know?
porn and fireworks are still on the most.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the 90s would have been the halcyon days of porn and fireworks.
So you can't buy fireworks anymore.
Anywhere? I don't care now. I'd like to buy fireworks, but I mean, why did they stop it in Canberra?
I'll
Bushfires,
try to
probably.
find. I assume for obvious reasons, but you do have to have a permit, so you can buy fireworks. I'm sure there's like regulated retailers, but you have to have a permit to be able
permits,
to.
Who
Go.
the
Right.
fuck's getting a permit?
No
for
one gets
The
fireworks?
permit. It's like, the permit's $1,000. Why is that? Oh, we just threw an arbitrary number.
I just
on
want
it.
to find the guy in a parachute now.
Yeah,
Have
and it's going
a
to cost me
permit.
fucking $20,000 to get a fucking firework. What a fucking
Yeah, so
absolute shit.
Canberra, for about 15 years, Canberra was one of only 2 places in Australia where it was legal to produce, sell, and distribute sexually explicit videos before the internet came around.
So they used to. That's where the porn.
Oh,
could
the
be
produce
filmed.
internet
it as
killed
well.
them. Did the
You don't
internet
see
kill?
too many good Aussie pornos around.
No, you don't.
We were talking about Mr. Heskey today. That's what we
Remember
started
Mr.
calling
Heskey?
Toddler.
Do you remember Mr.
I
Heskey?
mean, Mr. Heskey, yeah. Everyone knows Mr. Heskey.
Well, we don't. Not their generation.
They don't
Yeah.
know. That was
Mr.
past the
Yeah.
past the storage.
That was
device,
the
yeah.
The
What are they? What,
USB
yeah,
days,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
String us your USB, bruh.
Yeah.
You got that Mr. Heskey?
Brianna Banks.
Was that who that was?
No, she was the other one. But remember that guy with the long hair is like Fabio?
Yeah.
He got into his work.
Yeah.
He was
Broke a
everywhere.
bed in one of them.
Did a lot of work
Yeah, he
with
did.
Brianna.
He had
Brianna
he had
Banks.
like one of the most
That's Brianna Banks.
the
one he broke
mole on the
bed with.
foot. Did you see? He had like a birthmark on his foot, and it was all like I was like, what the fuck is going on here with this Fabio guy? Who he was also in Pirates.
Was
Yes.
He's definitely in Pirates too.
Oh, he was a class.
I don't think I've seen.
Is he
Pirates
Devil
2.
Dick Willie?
Devil Dick Willie. Pirates was like the last hurrah, wasn't it?
Pirates 2.
Pirates 2.
To be honest, I barely remember Pirates 1. Pirates 2's my Pirates.
That's your bread and butter.
That's my Pirates.
Yeah.
It's Pirates 2.
I don't know which one I've seen. Yeah, but I've seen one of them.
Definitely seen one of them. Anyway, let's look at the games we got coming up this week. We're doing a live stream tonight because this is coming out Thursday. So we got tonight. We got the Hitman Clancy of Batuta Etiquette fame and Joyride of Muso fame and also the Megan Tree podcast. They're coming on to the live stream with us. So
Gonna be
it's
a lot
going to
of
be
fun.
fucking fun. That's Sharks Cows. I don't think it's going to be a difficult game to tip. Also about even, if you're hearing this, about even's out today as well. Obviously, teams weren't announced until Wednesday, so we couldn't do the show as we would usually.
And I also took Joyride on in golf. On
That's
our
right.
YouTube,
Yes,
so
yes.
He's
Check
a fun
that
guy.
out.
Check that out.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
I played some cricket with him as well. We got him. We also played against him. Got him out plum LB, except that he's like 6'5". Roddy got him out first ball, and it literally hit him like in the belly button. And he's a tall guy, and we just appealed really loud.
He's
So they gave
fucking
him
massive.
out.
It hit him on the belly button.
Dude, it was like it was so high, and we just screamed, and the guy was like, "Yeah, all right," and he was just like, "Are you serious, dude?" Anyway, Sharks Cows.
I think the Sharks comfortably.
Yeah.
Especially at home.
Yeah, I mean,
Cowboys have been going like a busted ass. Let's be honest.
They suck.
who they beat Knights? on
They beat the
weekend?
Knights by
That's
2
it.
points.
Yeah.
They have fallen off a metaphorical cliff. Last year, clearly a fluke.
Cows stink for me. I love swapping around second, third favourite teams. Cows were there for a second, and now they're
Well,
back
there was one season I liked the Cows last year.
Nah, nothing against the players, just
No.
the brand. The brand right now stinks.
Stinks, dude.
And-
Because it's funny because when a team is good and you look at their logo, you see goodness.
Yes.
But the logo has not changed at all, and I now see shit.
Yep.
No, I see poo now.
Yep.
And I can't help it.
I associate it with poo.
15th as well.
And the shark now, like the Sharks logo, it's sexy now, and it's like,
Yes.
good on you guys for the restraint, and not doing a classic great white. It's kind of an ambiguous shark.
Yes, it is an ambiguous shark.
Well done, guys. But
Yeah.
I like the Sharks.
yeah,
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
the Sharks a lot.
They'd be close to my second favourite team
I
at the
reckon.
moment.
But
Yeah.
I'm just such a big Nico fan. I
Yeah.
just can't help
That's
it.
what I mean. They're easy to like.
And Nickera. I just love
Yeah.
that.
I love the Sharks. I'm just as a Bunnies fan, and maybe it's just me. You're also like, the teams on the up who might be challenging for a prem.
Oh,
in the next
yeah,
few years.
definitely.
You're
They're
like,
a rival.
I can't really love you right now because you're on the same trajectory.
Echelon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But I love them.
Eels, Knights. This is a
I think
fucking
the Knights
I think the
might win.
Knights could win.
I'd
eh?
like the Knights to win this one. 12th v 13th.
I
would
think
love that.
Para are done.
Oh, bro, it's
Yeah.
not probably. They're done.
They're done.
But
They're
like,
done.
as in, they're not going to click into gear.
No,
Yeah.
no. Their window's closed.
no, they're not the type of and God love them. They're again. I always equate them to like 15-year-old bully. Like they're like bipolar-ish, right? They can
Yeah.
either on or they're not. And I don't think they're on this year at all. And
No, they're not.
That game exclusive to KO. We then go Broncos Bunnies Friday 8 p.m. This will be a good one.
Unfortunately, the Broncos don't have.
Haas and Mam.
Yeah, so we should win. But it'll be a bit hollow victory if the Bunnies win.
Oh, dude, I don't
But
know
it's
if it'll be
still-
hollow. They've still got a fucking stacked side without obviously Payne Haas is
Yeah.
hectic, but they've still got their forward pack's still fucking good.
This might be the first time the Bunnies are like at full strength as well all year.
Up against Renault though, old club, he might just
Yeah.
want to absolutely
You're
dominate.
going pretty well.
Trell.
Good win last week.
That was a good win.
Trell is going
Firing.
really well.
Yeah, he's starting
Yeah.
to find his groove, isn't he?
Yeah, and
Little bit of a slow start.
everyone's gotten a little bit better. Everyone's just getting that little bit better each
Yeah.
week.
Ilias is better.
Yeah. Campbell Graham's now like
Dude.
fucking the center of the comp.
He'll play Origin.
So we should win this one.
Depending.
Is he injured?
Well, like,
Well, no, because they could still pick him on the wing. I reckon.
oh, you reckon?
I don't reckon they'll go with Suoliti.
Yeah.
I don't know though, do I?
No, you don't, Tom. That's abundantly clear.
Yeah.
I'd pick Campbell Graham. I'm a big fan.
I'd
Love
pick him on the wing for sure.
Yeah.
Now
I'll be happy
They
with
threw him on the wing for 10 minutes against the Dogs and he scored a hat trick, literally in 10 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
He did.
Raiders Fish. I look off the back of the bad news. I want the Fish.
Do teams go better after bad news? Do they go worse?
Yeah, it's hard to
What's
know.
the vibe there?
Listen, I think had it just been Jack announcing that he was going, then it would have been like it could have been like a galvanizing let's not let this thing get us down, da 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 da. But because they like come up and they're trying to like fuck his deal.
it's awkward now.
Yeah,
because
it's awkward.
Jack will have mates who are like, well, I don't want that to happen to me, but then have people in his team also like, hey, like, how could you leave us? It'll just be an awkward vibe, an unspoken awkward vibe.
Yep.
Then the Dolphins just came back from, like, what, 24
26
down?
nil.
26-0. So I think we know who's going to win that one.
Yeah, I think it's Fish City, dude. Out at Wagga Wagga. And all these games on Saturday. So I mean, if you have
Super
any
Saturday time.
if you've got any desire to watch rugby league on a Saturday, then you should probably have KO, bruh. We then have Manly Titans. Now I'll be honest here, punters dribbles, we are coming second, but the Titans for some reason, for me, from my memory, are like a bogey side for us. I've just seen us.
No, we fucked them up a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
but they were also beating us by like 20 points, and then we came back and fucked them up. But like,
That's what the Titans love doing, though. They put 20,
there you go.
So we lost last year.
44-24 last year.
And then we won 26-18. Win, yeah.
Listen, so they beat us.
We win,
beat
though.
them.
We win.
Of course we win.
We win.
We win the game. It's just one of those ones that's like
4
having
Pines Park.
Tigers into them. Yeah,
Brookie.
we're out Brookie. Glorious Brookie. So very horny for this one.
I think it's a flip of a coin.
Fuck you, Subba.
You think it's a flip of a coin?
Yep.
I think that's ridiculous.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
I
It's
really do.
absurd.
Then we've got Panthers v the Tigers, the battle of the big cats.
It's in
Are the
Bathurst.
Panthers like playing their reserve grade side, maybe?
Yeah, was that?
Nah, there was talk of that, but there isn't really anyone who
Go to the team
has
list.
been left out. Yeah,
It is much too early in the year to be resting players, isn't it?
Yeah, but
With Origin maybe around the corner, are they trying to get that sort of thing
I
done?
don't
Like
know.
Edward, no.
Taruva, Peachy, Crichton, Toto, Luai, Cleary, Leota, Kenny, Eisenhuth, Sorensen, Hosking, yeah.
Like they've got a few injuries, but I don't think they're resting anyone purposely.
No.
Well,
That was a weird rumour. Who started that?
I don't know. I like it though.
Rumours?
That sort of a rumour, yeah. Targo out,
Yeah, good.
injured.
Tyrone in.
Then-
Poor old. How many of the losses in a row will that be for Tigers?
Yeah, go to the Tigers, Dave. We see they're like
Would that be 0-7?
0-8.
0-8 this season. Yeah,
Wow.
And then they haven't won a game.
Has anyone
since-
gone a whole season without winning a game?
Probably.
not in the modern era. I don't think.
No. They could though.
yeah, they need to. I think when you
They could.
they need to get back to like when you have that much stink on you, just get your heritage jerseys out. You know what I mean? Like get the
Bro, they did that for Tommy Radonicus and got fucking flogged.
Flogged at fucking Leichhardt as
Yeah,
well
got
on a Sunday
flogged.
afternoon for Tommy, who had just passed, and they got pumped.
Yeah. So I actually don't know what. I don't even know if you want to put the heritage jersey through that. You
It'll
have
be
to.
it'll be their 13th loss on the trot.
Beautiful
What's the record?
in the modern day.
Well, the record's 42, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
43.
But university's not the
43, sorry.
modern day.
That was back in like
No,
1911 or
yeah,
something.
that's
Yeah.
not modern day. Yeah, that's just going to be a smash up. That's an anytime try scorer bingo sort of game. Warriors, Roosters.
Warriors at home. I like Warriors.
Injuries though,
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
a lot
They
of
got
injuries.
three.
Tohu,
Toru Harris, Nickel Clogso, was it?
Yep.
Yep.
Jazz Tavanga. Dylan Walker's facing suspension.
Yeah. And the Chooks finding some. Well, they sort of are finding form. They are, and then they almost
weren't
lose to
that
the
good
Dragons.
yesterday. They weren't that good.
They were in their defense obviously wasn't, but like they did have some good attack. It's a tough one.
It's crazy though how the Roosters are like, how aren't you the best team? Like I get there might be
Because they need a Cooper Cronk to win. Like, that's just
Yeah.
what it is.
but like normally be like, okay, you can forgive like 5 rounds of like figuring it out, but it's like
Dude, honestly, Sam Walker, I think that was a reasonable dropping. He just wasn't doing that much, right? Like if you're at the Roosters and you've got a fucking
Except Harbour Bridge cutouts.
yeah, that's all. Like, if you're at the Roosters and you got a stacked side, you need to be fucking ripping, and he wasn't. So I don't know. Maybe they start to click into gear now. I think the Roosters.
yeah, Roosters easy.
Then this is Poo Slinger City. Now I like the Dogs, but just looking at both emblems next to each other screams Poo Slinger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real. It's
Well, it's
Dragons,
because you're
it's
seeing the
Bulldogs.
red of the night, red and blue. It's like Knights, but 2 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Knights separated
yeah.
into 2 teams. I think the Dragons will win. Kyle Flanagan got
Yeah, he got
dropped.
dropped. Who are they playing at 6?
Joshy Reynolds.
Oh, right. I think Dogs win.
Who's playing 7 for the Dogs?
Burton.
Burton's playing
He got
7.
moved to 7 last
Yeah,
week.
right.
I assume he's staying at 7, or they put Josh at 7?
Nah, Burton's staying at 7. Dragons also have named on each wing twin brothers Matthew and Max Feguy.
Who the fuck did they drop Moga?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
just got a fucking hat-trick.
Shoulder injury.
Oh, he's injured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I want the Dogs to win, so I'm just going to say the Dogs.
I think Dragons will win, but I want the Dogs.
Do you think
to
the
win.
Dragons will win?
Yeah, they've been, mate. They almost beat the Roosters yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
I think
I was
tipping
feeling
the Dragons.
Bulldogs.
I'm tipping the Dragons, but I want the Bulldogs to win.
14th versus 16th. Yuck.
Sunday games have been weird this year. Like they haven't been. The Sunday 4 p.m. has not been the blockbuster.
That's what it was like last year as well.
It used to be fucking glamour fixture.
Like, it used to be like Friday was the number 1 fixture, and then Sunday 4 p.m. was the number 2. But now it seems to be that they saved Sunday for the shit game. Like,
I don't know what's going on there.
you make the 2 p.m. game shit.
Yeah.
Not the 4 p.m. game.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
that's the 4 p.m. is just as you're like starting to feel a little bit better. You're considering what you're going to get at your Uber Eats. You order it just as the game's finishing, as you've picked out your movie that you're going to do an early start on and get into bed.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
You're just on the couch like fucking zen.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's Rugby League. Punters and dribblers, shout out to KO. And I think that's probably us, gentlemen.
I reckon so.
I think that's probably us.
I think we've done pretty well.
We've done very well. Now, to remind you all of the, I don't know what word I'm using to describe this.
You're just got to say
fucking
words and you'll figure them out. Merger,
fusion,
alliance.
I like alliance.
Alliance sounds stronger.
It does. It sounds stronger between Hello Sport and Breaking
Official
the Yips.
alliance.
Official alliance. So fuckloads of golf content. And merch and everything. Like we're just going to get events. The fucking events is going to be sick. So we've got that. This is a celebration of that. There's a 25% off store-wide sale at breakingtheyips.com.au.
Yeah, it's BTYC.
BTYC.com.au.
Just go to the Instagram, which is Breaking the Yips.
Yep.
Links in the description, or you can just Google it.
You can Google it. If you Google Breaking the Yips, it comes up.
It will come up.
Yeah,
It will come up.
Yep.
Shouldn't have too much trouble finding the link.
Yep.
25% off everything.
There you go.
Every
Everything.
single thing.
Yep.
Punters and dribblers.
Everything must go.
So make smart decisions.
Yep.
Bold decisions.
Bold decisions.
Yep.
We have the live stream tonight with Joyride and the Hitman, and about even later today. I think that's it.
That's it.
Fucking oath. See you guys.
Love yous. Bye.
See ya.
Could you two just not talk anymore?